Yep, they're gonna have to find me. They're gonna have to come back. Well, I'll just sit here and I'll wait for a while. YouTube froze up on me then. I was trying to go back in and YouTube froze up. And now we're sitting here, had to start over. Ha 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 ha. Great fun. Great, great, great fun. I'm telling you. All right. So Sherry came on over here. Joe found me. Emma found me. Joe found me. Michelle found me. All right. Yeah, I was just going to try to adjust the other one and go back into the old live. And then, nope, then YouTube froze up on me and it just shut me out of the whole thing. So I'm like, fine, we'll just start a new one. We shall start anew. And look, voila, it's the right way. I literally watched it when I put my camera on the tripod and I was looking at my table. Everything was good. Everything was fine. It showed the correct way and everything. And I hit go live and it went whoop and flipped around. I'm like, what is wrong with this? I don't understand. Anyhow, we're here now. I hope everybody else comes back on over here. Hello, Catherine and Patty and Yvonne. Ta-da! I know, right? Ta-da! Hello, John and John. Kathy and Vanessa. Right, Joe? No, I cannot. I cannot get a break. Cannot. There's more even than just this. Just wait till you hear more. Wait till you hear more. Right? Hello, Dawn. Dawn's here. Yeah. So anyhow, let me close the door real quick so I don't have Mr. Sunny. He is taking a nap right now. He's napping out there on the couch. I have one kitty on top of the chair, one kitty on the back of the couch, and I don't know where Smokey's at. I think Smokey's downstairs somewhere. But everybody's quiet. Let's not say anything about it. Let's just enjoy the moment. Hello, Marion. Back again. I know I got kicked out. It froze. It actually, YouTube froze up on me. I was trying to go back into the old live and see if I could change the orientation. And then it's like, no. And then it froze up and I'm like, okay, fine. Watch this. We'll just start over. We shall start anew. Start anew. All right. So I decided I was going to start my November activities with this little cutie right here. This little cutie right here, right? So in case you can't see them upside down, sideways, whatever we got, it's these little Halloween gnomes. All right, they're little witchy gnomes. Okay, little witchy gnomes. Hi, Shannon. Omelets for dinner. Now that sounds pretty yummy. Hello, Anita. Paula, hello again. My life is the Twilight Zone, Deborah. It really is. Hello, Amy. Hello, Melanie. So I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. All right. I'll tell you all about it. Hello, Gina. How is Gina doing? So yeah, I decided that this was what I wanted to start working on for my November stuff. Okay, hang on. Let me fold some of this plastic back and get it out of our way so we won't be making a bunch of noise. So I'm going to use my little Diamond Art Club putty pen here. I call it the putty pen because it really does work well for rhinestones. You just have to do one at a time. And if you get too much of this putty coming out of the pen and it oozes out, then it does get stuck on stuff and it will get into your glue and you don't want it in your glue. So mine is really low. Like if you could see it up close, there's like an actual divot in my putty. There's a real divot in there so that all it's doing is grabbing the drill and nothing's really oozing out or anything. I don't want that putty oozing because it does get stuck and it gets stuck in the glue. And when it's stuck in the glue, it's hard to get it out of the glue. But anyhow, this is what I'm working on. I thought it was super cute. I have a pile of stuff on the bed. I know, on the bed in the bedroom to work on this month. So anyhow, we're going to see what we can get done. See what we can get done. Hello, Brenda. How's Brenda? I don't have one of those, Sherry. I do not have a stainless steel tip. And you can put a stainless steel tip in here in the putty pen. I don't even know how any of this works. Okay. Don't even know how any of that works. Yeah, it works good, doesn't it, Dawn? I mean, it really does work well. So, like I said, just don't let too much putty come out. Don't get too much putty. You get too much putty, then you got a mess. Sorry, I had a cough again. Goodness. I keep trying to cover up my mic so you don't hear me. I got a cough drop out in the kitchen on the counter. I might go get it. So, like I said, can I get a break? No. Hang on. Let me grab this. Oh, you've had lots of company. Well, that's fun to have company. Isn't it fun? I mean, maybe it wasn't fun. I don't know. But the stainless steel tip that goes in that pen. I mean, how does that work? I don't even know. Hang on. Let me get my cough drop. I mean, you can still hear me, but hang on. Oh. All right. Cough drop. The Diet Pepsi is not cutting it. I need the cough drop. Wait, Michelle, where do you live? Where do you live? You're getting ready for snow. We're getting ready for snow. Hello, Sean. You buy it? Okay, so let me. Okay, this. How's it work? Because this will screw out of here, right? But this is a whole thing, and the putty is in there. So how do you do the I know this is a plunger. I know that this is a plunger. I've pulled the plunger out before, and it just goes into this plastic part right here. So the plunger goes into about here, right? Here's the plastic pen part. The plunger goes into about right here. I don't know how I've never seen one. How does the steel the stainless steel thing work? I don't understand. I don't know. You have to get a different pen? What do you do? I don't know. Oh, your son and his wife. Nice. Very nice. Stainless steel tips for the twist and pick pens. Hello, April. Deborah, you had snow on Halloween. Wow. Wow. And I'm wondering too, the glitter twist and pick pens, you have to get those. They don't go in this pen here. I mean, I have no idea. I'm not a huge putty person. So I don't really care about the pens that take putty except for when I'm doing this. And this has worked just fine, but in the same pen, they go in here. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I don't know. Okay, I have to check that out, I guess. So anyhow, for now, this is what I got. This is what we're working with. And we're just going to keep plugging along here. And we're going to make us some cute little witchy gnomes. Some little witchy gnomes. They should have a black cat, shouldn't they? They don't have a black cat, though. Anyhow. Well, as my thumbnail stated, which now there's no thumbnail on the live right now, I can go back and put one on after. Well, why don't you fall where you're not supposed to go? I can go back and put one on after the fact, and yeah, lots of things didn't get done. I just threw this up there so quick. But oh, you took out the putty and you put in wax. Oh, that cough won't stop. You were supposed to have rain and sleet. The plunger goes in the tip. Okay. So you keep your plunger from this pen. You have to have the plunger. And then this whole section here is the stainless steel part. Is that right? And then you put your putty in there and then your plunger. I'm assuming. Like I said, I'll have to check it out because I have never tried. Oh, look, I squeezed way too hard here. Or twisted way too hard, and I got way too much putty now. I wanted a little more, not a ton. Oh, sorry. I was playing with my pen, Patty. I was playing with the pen. So let me undo this again. When you unscrew this, I'm assuming the stainless steel tip, I'm assuming, is like all of this. Is that right? It's all of this part here is the stainless steel part. And the stainless steel tip will then screw into that pen or one of the new pens, I suppose. And then you take your plunger. They don't come with the plunger, do they? You have to keep your plunger. So you take the plunger out of here and you put your putty in here. And this would be the stainless steel part. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to maybe check that out. I don't know. I will check that out. Okay. I have not been coughing like all afternoon. And of course, now I go live, and I know, Marcia, I had to start it over though. It flipped me the second I went and hit go live. All right, hang on. That could be Brenda. I haven't been talking to anybody all afternoon because Dale has been outside and I've been inside just being quiet. You're probably correct. So just when I think things are getting a little better, you know, I get another curveball. Let's just throw another curveball. Okay. Um, so, this all started with my allergies. And then clearly turned into something else. And I started feeling better. The cough is actually a better cough. It's actually it's getting rid of stuff, you know, um, which is good. It's got to get out. It's got to get out. Then Thursday well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think all of the drainage was upsetting my stomach, and my stomach was killing me. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, oh my gosh. If, it's not bad enough that I'm sneezing and my eyes are watering, things are carrying on, all that, then my stomach hurts. I'm like, oh Lord, when does this end? When does this end? Okay. Well, Thursday, my stomach stopped hurting. I was like, oh yay, 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 my stomach stopped hurting. I've got the Mucinex. I've been taking the Mucinex, and that was what was helping me to feel better. Okay. Um, so I know, right, Brenda? It's got to go away. So, my stomach started feeling better on Thursday. Stuff started moving, coming out. I'm like, okay, good, 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 good. And then Thursday, my lower jaw started hurting. And I'm like, what in the world? Now, I know I've had it happen before. There sometimes when you have a lot of sinus pressure and pain, it can make things in your mouth hurt, right? I've had that happen. Um, Too much pressure. Well, then I started realizing that it's my back tooth. It's like my molar, which is a wisdom tooth. Here's a little oral history on my mouth. It's a wisdom tooth that was never pulled. And the tooth before it was pulled. So we've always left the wisdom tooth there because it is kind of moved over and acts as that missing molar. Okay. All right. So that's the tooth that it is. And it's clearly the tooth. Um, and it hurts. So it started just kind of aching a little on Thursday, nothing major. And I thought, okay, well, it's late Thursday. And I'm like, um, let me see about if I need to call the dentist tomorrow on Friday. Okay? Is my dentist office open on Friday? Well, no, of course not. Of course not. Okay? So that's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get in to see the dentist on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, right? So, of course, the soonest I could actually even call my dentist would be on Monday. And part of me is just like, there is not supposed to be a thing wrong with my tooth. I have been to the dentist. I had recent x-rays, lots of x-rays. That's when they discovered the other tooth in front of it needed a crown. This tooth showed nothing wrong. Okay, no cavity, nothing. There shouldn't be anything wrong with the tooth. So I'm like, why does it hurt? Why does it hurt? Now, I can get it to stop hurting. Well, almost. Let's not say it doesn't hurt a little, but I can get the main pain to go away with a combination of ibuprofen and acetaminophen, and it will calm right down. So yesterday, of course, we had a very busy day yesterday because it was Miss Misty's surgery. That was quite an ordeal. Not an ordeal, but it was just a lot of driving. Hello, Lori. Right, Brenda, get a notebook. Take notes, exactly. No, allergies stink. They cause all kinds of problems. And I'm thinking we should have turned a corner here, right? But now what's going on with this tooth? So I'm pretty much on every 4 or 5 hours taking ibuprofen and acetaminophen just to keep the main aching part away. So if it's not pressure, which it's interesting though because it's in the lower part of my mouth, it's on the lower jaw, which that's really not sinusy. Your sinuses would be more your upper. There's not a cavity, at least, according to my last exam, and they did a thorough job. Then what's the problem? Then what is the problem? Now, the only thing I can think is that, I don't know, maybe I've affected the jaw back there with coughing, with sneezing, with, how when you try to get your ears to pop, you open your mouth and you're like, try to get your ears to pop. I done something weird. I don't know. But good Lord, why? Just enough, okay? Enough is enough. That's what I have to say. Enough is enough. So, yeah, that's where we're at. That's where things stand right now. So I've got the rest of today. I got all of tomorrow. Before I can call the dentist on Monday and be like, hey, you want to figure out what's going on here? Can you figure out what's going on here? Because, yeah, there's not supposed to be anything wrong with the tooth. Now, the only other thing, and I don't know why it would happen, this tooth doesn't even really have, like, many fillings in it. I don't think it does. Anyhow, did it crack? Is there something going on with it? I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm over it. Okay? I'm just over it. I'm also over trying to eat all of my food on one side of my mouth and not chew on that side because chewing on that side hurts. Don't want to chew on that side of my mouth. So, yeah. Anyhow, that's the situation. That's where we're at, folks. That's where we're at. Okay. 5 hours because of allergies. I hope they got them under control for her. I mean, it does crazy stuff. It absolutely does crazy stuff. Sherry, what is that? What is that? I don't even know. Eustachian tubes? What is that? Lymph nodes behind my ear could be swollen. Ah. Oh. Oh. Hey, you know what? Marsha. Huh. If I touch behind my ear there, I mean, my tooth is back there too, right? But it's really sore there. It is really sore back there. Like along my jawline. I don't know. I don't know. Well, hello, Creative Chaos. Lynn Marie. Hello. I don't know. I'm hoping. Best case scenario for me is that the tooth has something to do with the sinus stuff and that it's not a tooth issue, right? I don't want to have another tooth issue. I just had that crown done right next door. Well, on the other side of the gap, let's put it that way. There's a little gap there. But I just had that done. I don't feel like doing it again. And I certainly don't want to lose that tooth because, like I said, it has kind of slid right into play there and become the missing molar. So I wanna just best case scenario, have it be something to do with the allergies, the whatever has developed because of the allergies. I don't know. So maybe, okay, Amy, I was just gonna say maybe um tomorrow, Joe, no. So tomorrow I could go to ReadyCare. I could go to ReadyCare and see what they have to say at ReadyCare about the whole, situation. And maybe there is something going on to do with the allergy, the sickness, the whatever. It's weird that it affects one tooth so strongly, though. Like it's not really affecting any other teeth, just that one, right? Does that seem weird to anybody else, though? But that's what I want to hope for. That's my hope, is that it just has something to do with being sick. So maybe that's a plan. Maybe that's a plan. Go to ReadyCare tomorrow. I'm certain they're open tomorrow. Go there, have them check out the whole situation, and see what they think. Try that. I don't know. Sounds like a plan, though, doesn't it? Joe's just like, go to the doctor. Tubes that connect your middle ear to your throat. And how would that affect my tooth, Sherry? Just wondering. How does that affect the tooth? You guys can't see me, can you? I'm off camera, like completely. What do I need to do? Which way do I need to move? I need to move this way, that way, this way. Keep going that way, that way. Hey, what do you think about that? Is that better? Oh, so excuse me. I don't know what that's about. Jaw pain that felt like a toothache. Uh-huh. Well, that's true. That's what I'm thinking, Amy. If there's something going on, and maybe that's why when I take the drugs I take, it helps with the inflammation, so it doesn't hurt as bad. Mm-hmm. There you go, Brenda. They can look in all of the places. There you go. Check out all of the things. Check out all of the things. So anyhow, yeah. Did you see that, Joe? There were some those weird comments, baking soda and whatever. And what I'm like, what? Go away, weird people or bots or whatever, trolly things. Go away, right? Go away. Um, Joe, feel free if you see stuff like that, just block them, get rid of them. Okay. When I first looked up and I saw baking soda, at first I thought, oh, somebody giving me a idea? No, no, no. That a helpful tip for my situation? No, no, it's not. Anyhow, that's to deal with the whole health thing. Of course, Dale wants to go to the gym tomorrow. And I was just like, I guess that depends on how I feel. Because you know what? I feel that if I go to the gym and I'm on the treadmill, that's going to just pound, pound, pound. And I don't think I want to do that. I think I should figure out when Ready Care is open. That seems like the best plan. I've been putting it off because I mean, I wasn't miserable. I wasn't miserable. I was kind of feeling crappy. And then I started feeling a little better. You know, I just try to not have to go to the doctor or Ready Care or whatever if I don't have to. If I think that, you know, I can just take care of it at home. That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. But, that might not be working. I haven't taken an Advil yet, Brenda. I've taken acetaminophen and the ibuprofen, not an Advil. Hello, Maritza. Maritza. Happy November, right? This is the first thing I've worked on. Truly, the very first thing I have worked on for November. I have been crocheting because, I do have another craft show coming up towards the end of November. And I wanted to add some Christmassy things to the inventory. I was looking for the word. What word am I looking for? Inventory. So I made some ornaments. Most of the people that do like tutorials and stuff call them baubles. I don't know why they call them baubles. They're ornaments. You get the big glass or plastic ornament and you crochet something beautiful that goes around it. The ornament goes in, that kind of thing. I call them ornaments, not baubles. But anyhow, I've made two different kinds now. I made some that were made with a chunkier yarn. And I decorated the tops of them and put like fun stuff on them. Leaves and berries and, made them all decorative. And the ones I was working on today are like, I would say they're like a granny stitch, but they're really not. They're kind of granny stitch, kind of not granny stitch. The ones I made today, though, were easy. They were fun. I made two. I liked the colors. I used that yarn that I got that was like the sparkle, the red, the green, the pink, and the white. And so I made two of those today. The pink and green one, I made a pink and green one. It's probably my favorite. The pink and green. I like it. The teacher in me. Right? Shannon, I mean, we just keep going. It's like, we don't stop. We just keep going. We don't take time out. We just keep doing our thing. We just keep doing our thing. So, right? Yeah, you try to take care of it yourself first, right? That's right. That's what I do, right? Oh, you started teaching somebody crochet. Awesome. That's always fun. How did they do? Did they pick it up? Are they struggling? I mean, I've had both ways. Some people just, they're like, it's almost like natural. They pick up the hook and the yarn and they're just like, ooh, ooh, this is fun. I got it. And other people, they're still at square one where they're like, this feels weird. How do I hold the yarn? How do I hold my hook? You know, I don't know. It's just easier for some people than others. And it takes more practice and all of that. So, but it's always fun to try to teach somebody. I remember our very first retreat in the little house where we had the possible tornado. But I met Chris and Kel there. And Chris wanted to crochet and trying to learn how in the worst way. And I sat with her for a little while. And I kind of, sat with her and was teaching her how to crochet. And of course, everybody's taking pictures. There's a picture of me and her sitting together and, crocheting. And she just had a birthday recently. And at the birthday post, somebody posted the picture of her and I was like, oh, I made your birthday pictures. I think it was Cal said, yeah, that was really special for her that, to sit down with you and, I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. But I mean, I taught my daughter to crochet, just like my grandma taught me to crochet, My my granddaughter, I think, at some point might want to try. I mean, she did try. Let me rephrase that. She did try once, except if you've heard me talk about her in the past, she's 8. Okay, so she's 8. And she's very accustomed to things being easy for her. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I can set this tray here somewhere. I'm going to set it on top like this. Things come easy to her. School is easy. Reading is easy. All of that stuff comes easy to her. Okay? Comes easy. Yeah, you saw that? That was so sweet. I know. So I will crochet his Berta sweater. Oh my gosh. So the crocheting did not come easy to her. It was not an easy thing for her. And when things don't come like naturally for her, she gets real frustrated. She gets really frustrated. Like throwing a frisbee. That was the one thing over the summertime. Throwing a frisbee. That was hard for her. And she got very frustrated. And so that's what happened when I was trying to teach her how to crochet. She just got real frustrated because it was, it was a little more difficult. It was a more difficult skill. She couldn't just pick it up and master it like immediately. And so she got frustrated when I tried to teach her. She couldn't hold the hook. She couldn't figure out how to hold the yarn, and I was trying to show her how I do it, and it didn't go well. So my thought is I'll just wait, I'll wait for another time. Maybe when she's a little older, and we'll try again if she's still showing interest. So anyhow, that's how that went. But like I said, you have to practice. You have to be patient, and you have to, try different things. You fiddle around until you find what works for you and what's right for you. Um, Hello, Leona. Yes, always better late than never, right? Always, yes. Whatever you can make is wonderful. Yes, Deborah, molting season. So let me tell you a story about molting season. Okay. Yeah, Patty's like, no, that was too frustrating. I think that's probably why my grandma taught me and not my mom. Because honestly, my grandma had more patience than my mom did. That's just a fact of life. My grandma was a very patient person and she just sat with me for a long time. And my mom and I probably would have ended up, just it wouldn't have gone well. It wouldn't have gone well. So I'm very thankful that I had my grandma and the patient person that she was and just kept trying with me, until I started to get it. And I could make a row of single crochets or, whatever. And it grows from there. It just grows from there. So, yeah. Um, oh, she really wanted to learn, but her brain couldn't figure it out. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that would be hard. It would really be hard when you really want to do something and it's your brain's not letting you, figure it out. So molting season, our birds, chickens, ducks, they molt, which means they go through a change. They lose feathers. Um, their reproductive systems slow down. Winter's coming. Daylight is changing. The change in hours of daylight messes up birds like big time, right? And our coop and the pen were just filled with feathers. Like you would have thought half the birds had been massacred out there by the amount of feathers everywhere. The birds looked terrible, horrible. Like they got skinny. They lost so many feathers. They looked terrible. Well, so we upped their feed and Dale gave them some probiotics and some Gatorade and some other things. Started giving them that in their water. In molting season, it will just it will come and it will go. It will do its thing and then it will go away. Okay. And then they'll grow back their feathers and all of that stuff. It's almost like if you have certain breeds of dogs, they will shed. They'll not only shed in the spring, like to get their summer coats, but they'll shed in the fall and they shed like the summer stuff and they get their winter coat. So you weren't ready or interested. There you go. See, sometimes we're just not ready. Exactly. So picked it up 12 years ago. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Maritza. Oh, oh, she did figure it out. Cool. Awesome. So it just happens and it'll happen every year. And it happens, late summer, early fall's coming. Well, remember how I told you guys that we lost Sally? I don't believe we did. I don't believe we lost Sally. And now Dale doesn't think so either. Because Sally was looking so ragged. Like Most of her feathers on her sides were gone. Her wing feathers were gone. She was looking just terrible. Okay. And she'd lost a lot of weight. And that's why when one of the chickens just kind of came up missing, I just kind of assumed it was her. But let me explain. We had two of our yellow girls, we call them the yellow girls, and we had four of the red ones that, we got from the farmer. And that group, those six, there used to be 7 or 8, but that group was down to 6. They always hung out together. They're always together. They're always up here in the yard, and they're super, super friendly. Okay, like you remember in some of my videos, I've shown you Sally. Sally would just follow us around. I go out back. Sally comes with me, you know? Well, guess what? We still have that little group of 6. 4 red ones, 2 yellow ones. Now, Dale picked up the yellow one today, one of the yellow ones, because she just walked right up to him. Was hanging out with him. He was out in the garage all day, all afternoon. Just walked right up to him. So he reached down, he picked her up. And again, just super friendly. And he checked her out. So she has feathers, but they're really small. They're really, really small, little like baby fine little feathers. And after molting season, that would be what your feathers look like when they're coming back in, right? So, I came up with the idea the other day. I'm like, she kind of acts like Sally. She just kind of acts like Sally. She hangs out with the others, like Sally always would. Super friendly, just, I just got this feeling. So today, after he picked her up and held her, checked her all out, still kind of skinny underneath the little baby feathers that she has. But we both kind of think, that's Sally. Everything about her just seems like it's her. Ironic that she got as many feathers as she did, as quickly as she did, but they all started looking pretty good, filling back out and stuff. Pretty quickly, actually. I mean, they looked like crap for a while, and then it was just like, oh, look at all those feathers. Look how good they're looking, And the new ones that we got, they were really scruffy, just scruffy looking. And then it was just like one day I looked at them and I was like, wow, man, look at them. Look how good they look, Dale. And he's like, I know. They're really coming around. They're really looking pretty good. And I'm like, yeah. So we're calling her Sally. We're saying that she's Sally. Okay. But I was talking to her the other day. Maritza, I was totally talking to her the other day when I kind of got the feeling that it was her when, I was like, yeah, are you Sally? I was actually, okay, they were underneath the bush, my little lilac bush out in the yard there. They're underneath the bush. And I'm out there. I was watching the cats play and whatever. It was a beautiful day outside. And I was just outside and I'm talking to them and I'm looking at this bird. And I'm like, Sally, are you Sally? Are you Sally? Because I think you are. You act like Sally. Can you tell me if you're Sally? She didn't really answer, but she just kind of followed me around. And I was like, I think you're Sally. So we're calling her Sally, which means that one of the other birds, one of the new birds is the one that we lost, which makes complete sense because we have that one that would just stop showing up, you know? She would stop showing up at night. And so I kept saying, it's her luck. Something's gonna get her because she won't come in. So I'm thinking that's the one we lost. And here's I got one more. I got one more little piece of evidence. Sally in the coop at night would always sleep in her own spot. So we got the 4 red birds and the 1 yellow bird would always go sleep on the perch. And Sally would always be in a nest box by herself. Okay? She would always be in a nest box by herself. And the other 5 would be up on the branches. Well, if you go into the coop right now, there's going to be 4 red birds and a yellow bird up on the branches. In the bottom, on the very bottom, is where the new birds like to be. And they all group together because they stay together. When Dale lets them out in the morning or I let them out in the morning, they take off. That group takes off, and I don't know where they go. I don't know where they go. I don't see them most of the day. And it would make sense that that's a group of 5, right? And we got the group of 6 that are up here by the house. And there's always one bird that is not with the others in the nest boxes. It's Sally. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Putting on all of my best deductive reasonings and looking at all of my little facts and my evidence. And I'm like, I'm calling her Sally, guys. I think it is Sally. Sally has been revived. She has been revived. Okay, she was never gone, I guess. I could be completely wrong, and one of the other younger birds decided to attach to this group, but I just don't think so. I know, Bonnie and Clyde. They were the coolest, weren't they? Mm-hmm. Hello, Dawn. How is Dawn? So, that's my chicken story of the day. Now, we were trying to figure out ducks the other day. How many girl ducks do we have? How many boy ducks do we have? And I'm like, I can only get close because out of the new group, the youngest ones, there's 7. I only know for sure of 1 girl. Okay, the 1 white one I know is a girl. The 2 Rowans, the ones that look like mallards, are boys. Peep and repeep, clearly are boys. All right? And then there's one that's pure white, and she's a girl. And then there's the 2 brown ones. And I think that at least one of the brown ones, at least one has to be a girl. Now, the reason I say that is because we have new layers. You can always tell when you have a new bird laying because their eggs are small to start with. And we have been getting some small duck eggs, like 2 a day. So that would lead me to believe there are 2 young new birds that are laying eggs. So I can definitely pinpoint the white one. The white one, definitely, because I know she's a girl. And the brown ones, I can't tell. I cannot tell. signs that I would normally look for to see if they're male or female. The colors of their head. The boys will get green heads, and that's how I know. Peep, repeep. The 2 Rowans are definitely boys. Their heads are green, and their tails curl. Like this, like the hat, right there. At the end of their tail, they get a little curl like that. On the end of their tail, it curls right up. So the 4 of them have green heads, curled tail. I know they're boys. These brown ones, we have never had this breed of duck before. And they clearly don't do the same things. Nobody's head's looking green because they're just brown. And I don't see anybody's tail popping up. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow. Hello, Marguerite. So yeah, don't know. Now, there is, hello, Joyce. How is Joyce? There is one other sure way to tell male and female, right? But that requires sitting out there and watching their activities. And I haven't been, oh man, look, I missed the bag. Ah, geez Louise. I totally missed the bag. I'm normally pretty good about getting the spout in the hole. Maritza, don't say anything. I can hear Maritza already. And I dropped a couple on the little thing here. Okay. Let's try that whole thing again. Let's try that again. Let's get our spout in the hole this time. Oh, Bonnie and Clyde have been gone for a long time. What in the world? Okay. Stay open. Bag. Stay open. Open, open, open. There. Go in like you're supposed to. Okay. We got better results this time. Except they're sticking. Come on. Go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde have been gone for quite a while. You know, that's just life. That's just life around here. Putting a new master bedroom floor? I mean, flooring in the master bedroom? Is that what you're saying? Sounds like a lot of work. Oh, there's a lot of this. Number 4. Number 4 is supposed to be black. Is it black? I don't know. So yesterday was fun because, you know, I wasn't certain if I was going to be able to do my crochet live because those are black. I don't know if they're rhinestone black or if they're just black drills with silver backs. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Kind of look like regular black. Let's see what we think here. Let's see what we think. Because we had to take Misty to the vet for her, you know, snippy thing. The vet's an hour away. She had to be dropped off before 9 or 15 minutes before 9 or 15 minutes after 9. We had a half-hour window there. So we got her up there. We got her dropped off. Found out when we were there that she was probably going to be their only surgery of the day. So they might possibly get it done early and we'd be able to pick her up. But the receptionist was still saying like 2 o'clock maybe. So Dale and I, you know, we left and we're like, we got several hours. There's nothing for us to do here. It's in some nothing little town. Okay. And nothing at all to do. So we decided we would come home. Well, we kind of took our time getting home, took the back roads. It was a nice day. I'm crocheting. I just crocheted the whole way there and crocheted the whole way back. And on the way back, since we took the back way home, I was like, oh, let's stop at the Amish bakery. And Dale's like, okay, but I think we already went past it. I'm like, oh, yeah, we did. He goes, that's okay. It's not that far. So we turned around and we went back. It literally is just a couple miles. We went to the Amish bakery and we got some cookies and we got a cinnamon roll. They have these huge, massive cinnamon rolls, which we have not eaten yet. Sonny tried to eat it today. That boy. It's on the counter and it's in one of those little plastic clamshell things, So Sonny comes in from being outside and I feed him. First of all, I feed him because I know he's been out, playing. Oh, replacing laminate. Nice. He's been out playing and he's going to be hungry. So, thanks, Brenda. Thanks. Good for a good, funny video. Unless you're the one being chased by him. All right. So I feed him. And then the next thing I know, I hear this noise coming from the kitchen. And I'm like, I go out there and I look and I'm like, it's him. He's over on the counter and he's trying to get the cinnamon roll out of the clamshell. And I'm like, dude, get off my counter. And he got a nice squirt of water and he didn't like it. But he hasn't been back there. I went and I took him and I put him on the back of the couch and I said, take a nap. You've been outside playing all day long. You got to be tired. Go take a nap. Take a nap. And he did. He's been on the back of the couch ever since. I haven't heard a peep out of him. So, but we came home and we're literally on our street when the vet calls and says, she's done. She's waking up and you can pick her up. You can pick her up at noon. And we're like, okay. It's 11 o'clock. We just got home. It's 11 o'clock. And we can pick her up in an hour. But remember, it takes an hour to get there. So we're clearly not going to be there at 12 to get her, which we wouldn't have to be there at 12. But we literally came home. The boys had been inside in their kennel. So we gave them some water. We put them outside, let them go outside and play while we were gone. Put the dogs out to go to the bathroom, necessary things, and headed back out again. Literally, we're home like 5-10 minutes and turned around and left. Yeah. So here we go again. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. So here I am. I'm like, well, back to crocheting I go. I did get a lot done. I really did get a lot done. I'm working on my Wonderland squares. I finished the one I had started and started a second one and had that one almost done in all this driving time that we did. So, yeah. I was productive, let's just say. So, that time we didn't like dilly-dally. We didn't, we just kind of got on the highway both times, which was quicker. Got on the highway, got there, picked her up, got home, all that. and made it home in time to do my crochet live. So we did crocheting. And I was working on my project there. And I've got my 7 snowflake hexies done. I call them everything but hexies yesterday. I call them squares. I call them octagons. I couldn't think of hexagon. No. So anyhow, got her settled. And first thing she wanted to do, of course, was to lick her incision. So Brenda got her that cute little sunflower little collar thing. I don't know if you heard, Brenda, but guess what? She could still get to the incision with that on. So that wasn't working very well. It's cute. It's a great idea, but I just don't think it was large enough. She could still get around it. And the fact that it was plushy, soft, I think she could bend it and she could still get to her incision. So in my live was Sean, my friend, and she's like, get a paper plate. And I'm like, a what? She goes, remember I told you what we did with our cats. Hello, Mary Lou. I know, right, Brenda? We tried and we tried. This is all during my live yesterday. All during my live. We're trying on dog sweaters. We're trying on dog shirts. The crocheted one I made, nothing would cover up the incision. So Sean's like, I'll send you pictures, show you what I'm talking about. He cut a hole out of the paper plate. And I'm like, okay. So Dale goes out and he gets a paper plate, cuts a hole, puts it over her head, and guess what? She can't get to the incision. Every once in a while, you guys, every once in a while, it just kicks in here. Okay, we're going to Ready Care tomorrow. Okay, I'll just tell you guys, I'm going to Ready Care tomorrow. That'll make everybody feel better. I know. I'll go. I'll go. Okay. So she couldn't get to it. It worked just fine. Now, the other part of her aftercare is, stay calm, quiet, don't run, don't jump, keep her calm. Right. Okay, remember she's got two brothers that she is used to roughhousing with. And her two brothers acted like she was, I don't know, it was the strangest thing. I've never experienced this. I don't know if it's normal. But Smokey was the first one. He just kept like attacking her. Not like meanly attacking her. But mind you, they're all fixed now, right? They're all fixed. But it was almost like sexual attacking, like getting her down on the ground, biting her in her neck, like, hey, all that. And I'm like, what in the world is wrong with you? Leave her alone. Why are you bothering her? First of all, why are you bothering her? And second of all, what do you think you're doing? You should not have that instinct. You shouldn't. I don't know if it was just because she was different. I don't know. But that went on for quite a while. I had to put him in the crate at one point. Then later, I ended up putting both boys in the crate and leaving her out. And then I switched around and I put her in the crate so they could be out for a while. And then the weirdest thing happened. I was setting up another kennel for her, one of the other larger kennels. Going to put a bed in there for her. I set up a little litter box in there, and that was going to be her home for the night. Okay. She got in there, and she was like a possessed cat. She was running around in there. She was in the litter box, out of the litter box, making a huge mess, running around it. Part of what she was doing, I know, was trying to get the paper plate off her head by rubbing it on everything. Smokey didn't know what to think. He came in there And he's watching her just act like she's possessed. And he's trying to get close to her again. And she's kicking and kicking and kicking litter and kicking the box and kicking him and just acting crazy. And finally, he left and he's like, whoa, I don't know what that's about. I don't know who that is or why she's acting that way. He hasn't bothered her since. Hasn't bothered her since she like lost her mind. Like she lost her mind and he hasn't bothered her. Right? Somebody else said that too, Dawn, that she just smells like the doctor's office and it smells funny. Lisa's trying to get cats fixed around her place. Hello, Sue. Thank you, Sue. So yeah, it was just crazy. Now, Sonny's still wanting to be all weird with her. Not as bad as Smokey was, but I think the demon's going to come out in her again, and she's going to be like, listen. And that's what it's going to have to take. But that takes a lot of activity on her part. Now, is she acting like she's convalescing and recuperating and taking it easy? No. Well, today she did, because today we put the boys outside, and of course she's staying in, and she has just been laying on the couch. She's been laying on the couch, or she's been on the back of the chair, and she's just been chilling and sleeping, and I'm like, cool. So when it started getting dark, or not, well, getting towards dusk, and I went out, Smokey's on the deck and he wants to come in. So I get Smokey in, and I'm like, okay, are we going to start having this wear and tear again and all that stuff? No. Smokey didn't care. He didn't bother her. He went downstairs. He wanted to have some food. She tries to rub on everything she can to get that paper plate off her head. And so she's trying to rub on him, and he just walked away from her like, hey, no. Now he wants nothing to do with her at this point. It's so funny. So funny. Anyhow. But that is life around here right now. I'll be glad when this is all done and taken care of. And, the boys were so easy because, it was really a day and they were back to normal. Her being in heat the one time, that was crazy. It'll be so nice. Now everybody is, like Brenda said, everybody's done. Everybody's taken care of. Life will get back to normal here. So, normal, whatever that is. There's still a lot of things. There's still a lot of training issues that we have to deal with. Like Dale brought in my fairy gardens, in the buckets and stuff, the tubs. He brought them in, put them downstairs in the basement, just like we always do. Should have known better. Should have known better. And I don't know why they only did it to one, but the beach one, they destroyed. Literally destroyed it. Dug and dug and dug. Made a huge mess. So there were a couple plants in there that I'm trying to save. And so I thought, okay, let me just do this. Let me take the plants out. I'll just take the plants out of the pot and put them in another pot somewhere else, hopefully where they don't know, they can't find them. And we'll just put the whole fairy garden thing just back out in the garage or something. We need to move it from where it was, because when Dale plows, it's right by the edge of the driveway. Now, the one that was on the front porch with the barn in it and stuff, took that one downstairs as well. They never touched that one. And they're right next to each other, sitting right next to each other. They never bothered that one at all. But boy, did they destroy the one with beach. Just destroyed it. So here I am. I'm downstairs replanting plants, digging through all the dirt, trying to sift through, trying to find all my little pieces, trying to find shells and rocks. And I did find a lot of the little glass, but I'll never find all of the glass for sure. So that's a complete rebuild for next year, right? But I don't know why they destroyed that one. And they didn't bother the other one. I have no idea. Now they have left my plants upstairs alone. Knock on wood, they've left them alone. They haven't bothered them in quite a while. Let's just say that. And I would say since I put the aluminum foil on the pots, but that's not true either. Sonny got into it even when I had the aluminum foil on there, but I just keep getting after him. Every time I see him go over there, I watch them. I watch them. If they go anywhere near there, I start going, nah. I start yelling at, getting them before they even think about digging in it. But I don't know. Training cats, I feel like I'm teaching kindergarten. I mean, I know there's some people here who can attest to that. It's like, we know what it's like teaching kindergarten. Training cats is, I don't know which one's harder, kindergartners or cats. Dogs? Oh my gosh, give me a dog. Give me a dog to train all day long. I can handle that one. So much easier to train a dog. I swear. But that's life, folks. That is life around here. Good times. Cats are just weird. So my next fear, my next big fear is my holiday is coming, folks. My time of year, my time to shine is right around the corner. And I love all my stuff that I decorate with for Christmas. I love all my little Santas that I set around the house. I love my Christmas tree. What is going to happen this year? What is going to happen? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay? I don't know. Like I said, give me a dog. Give me a dog to train. So much easier. It's so much easier. As soon as I am done with this live, the other day, Dale made a chicken on the grill. He really loves his grill. He loves that new grill. He rotisseried the chicken. So we have some good rotisserie chicken out there. And we have a lot of it left over. Oh my gosh, do we have a lot of it left over? So when I'm done, I'm going to go, Sherry, shh, Sherry, shh. Shh. Oh, we're going to cross our fingers that no, that doesn't happen. Okay. I mean, crossing our fingers. It doesn't smell like a real tree. It's a fake tree. It doesn't smell like the outdoors. It doesn't smell like pine. It doesn't smell like wood. It doesn't, it doesn't even have a trunk. It doesn't have a trunk. Oh. Anyhow, I'm going to go and I'm going to make chicken nachos for dinner. We had a late lunch because Dale was busy. Dale was out in his shop. He got himself some new fun toys to play with today. Something he's been wanting to get for a long time. He got himself a new, the big tool chest thing, big standing tool chests. He's had his for, I don't even know how long. And he needed a new one, so He got one. He got some fun new stuff this week. He got a new tooth this week. He got a new tool chest this week. He's got some fun things this week, right? Everybody wants to get a new tooth. I mean, after 10 months, new tooth is fun. Get a new tooth. And so I'm gonna make these nachos. It's so funny. Earlier he was like, "Well, you should just bring your live out here to the kitchen." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, bring your live out here to the kitchen and make nachos." And I'm like, "Okay. Nah, I don't think anybody wants to watch me make nachos." Just and then, I'd end up having cats out there, and when I'm in here and I close the door, the cats are out in the living room and they're sleeping. If I was to go out in the kitchen and start messing with food, they're all going to be right there at my feet or trying to be on the counter or wherever. And no, we're not doing that. Not doing that. I don't know about hanging it upside down. I don't know about all that. Double-sided tape, because I hate tape. Citrus. You tried foil and your cat just sat on it. I don't like citrus. Well, luckily for me, Mary Lou, I don't have a lot of shiny glass ornaments. No. The only cat you ever had took the tree down. I know, the precious moments, right? Your cats climb the tree every year. Oh my God. They can have a tree out back. I'll give them a tree out on the deck. They can have their own tree if they want to go climb a Christmas tree. I don't go buy a real Christmas tree if they want to go climb a Christmas tree. Just don't climb mine. Right? We like to help eat the nachos, right? The cats would like to eat the nachos too. Okay, tell me if it's a bad thing. Is it bad or not bad that cats have milk? Can cats have milk? Because Dale has got the cats enjoying his milk from his cereal. Yep. I didn't do it. But so much so that Sonny knows when you get the milk out of the refrigerator. Like when you get the carton out of the refrigerator. Sonny knows. So this morning, Dale had his cereal. And of course, he let the cats have the milk afterwards. Well, I was a little later coming along to get my cereal. Not good, the vet said. Dawn gives hers milk. Brenda says no milk. See, here's my thing. Is there milk? No milk. Yes milk? No milk. Put the tree up without the ornaments. I'll do that first, Sherry. That's a good idea. Cat milk. Your man thing called. Oh, you missed a lot. No. Well, how much sugar do you think is in skim milk, though? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll have to do some more research. I mean, you've always heard this, people giving cats milk, Cats like to have milk. I don't know. But like I said, I was going to get the milk out of the refrigerator for my cereal. And here's Sonny. Here, and he was just like, oh, like a kid, like a kid, like, oh, I know what you have, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more research. We'll do some more research. Is it one of those things that's like dogs shouldn't have chocolate? But I mean, a dog's not going to die if it has chocolate. I mean, a lot of chocolate, maybe. But I've had dogs that have eaten a whole bunch of chocolate. Now, they might get the runs, but, it didn't kill them. But I don't know. There's so many things out there. Even for humans, though. Truly, even for humans. You shouldn't have this. You shouldn't have that. Don't do this. Don't do that. I don't know. That's all on Dale, though. The milk. Oh, boy. Lisa said they're young. They can still have milk. Oh. Right? That's what he's doing, Dawn. That's what he... No. Shannon, no. That dog is smart. He's super smart. He knows everything. And his nose rules. His nose rules. He knows where the food is. Like I told you, he was the one that was in the appliance garage, getting into the treats, trying to get into the cinnamon roll today. He knows. He is no dummy. He's orange. What can I say? I just thought it was because he was like ADHD or something, but I don't know. He's something else. He is the one that gets into everything. Because he's the most curious. He's just, I don't know. The other two will just kind of be chill and lay back and be relaxed. Ooh, not Sunny. No, not Sunny. He should have gone to Josh, shouldn't he? He really should have. That didn't happen, right? Oh, boy. And now I think that ship has sailed. I think it was just too much time. You know, if it would have happened pretty early on, that would have been one thing. But now I think that's just, I don't know. Hey, you guys will have to watch my crafty vlog when it comes out, the next one. See who delivered my Diamond Art Club today. My Diamond Art Clubs came. And with no indication that they were going to be here today. They were just in transit to the next delivery spot, last I knew. And then I get a email this morning and it's like, your Diamond Art Club is out for delivery. And I was like, what? How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. But I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Just in the crafty vlog, I show you who delivered my Diamond Art Clubs today. It was interesting. Very interesting. There's something about orange kittens. Yes, there is, Shannon. Yes, there is. Well, if that's all the milk is going to do is cause some stomach upset, well, you know, we could deal with that. If they're going to have diarrhea or vomit, they haven't done any of that. So, and they're not getting that much milk. 3 kittens, 1 little tiny bit of leftover milk. It's not a whole lot. So, anyhow. All right, well, it's time for me to go make nachos. Make nachos, yeah. So, isn't this pretty though? Look how pretty it is. It's pretty. I like it. It doesn't look a whole lot different for you. It looks really shiny for me. It doesn't look so shiny on the video though. It's real shiny in person. Yes, Santa delivered. No, Santa. No, it wasn't Santa. It was funny though. It was really funny. I saw this truck. Out in the road, and I could tell they were stopping, like, because we have the 2 driveways, right? And our mailbox is at the second driveway, not the first driveway. And they were stopping. And they kept going. And then they stopped when they got to the driveway with the mailbox. And then they pulled in. I knew they were looking for our house, just the way the mailboxes are. The mailbox and the driveways, whatnot. But, oh boy. Gotta love On Track. That's all I got. All right. I'm going to go make nachos. Good night, everybody. Good night, hubby. All right. I will see everybody later. Have a good night. Bye.